Trying to strike him out for the third time. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. 0-2 once more.
Down to 1-2.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And they'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
And he struck him out. His third punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. Home half of the 6th inning coming up. Deadlocked at 2 apiece. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. Trying to get things started for the Braves in their half of the 6th. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Pitch on the way. Very weakly on the ground. So 1-2. Now time is marked out by the home plate umpire. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
So we got him looking there. Ronald Acuna will come to first out in the bottom of the 6th inning. First offering on its way. Freddie Freeman is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Bases are empty. 1 man out. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He'll send the first one he sees on the ground to second. And that's the second out. Here's Marcell Ozuna, who bounced out last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the run is Jimenez. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. Braves strand 1. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. The batter will be Luis Robert. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Slider up into the 90s there. It's 1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer him dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Another try at 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit, or at least force him out of the game.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Next, here is Nick Madrigal. Flew out last time up. Fastball on the inner third, taken for a strike.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in the count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for the ball. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and as is heard on television all throughout Chicagoland, you can't put it on the board. Yes! So a 2-run homer down the line in left, and it's given the White Sox a 4-2 lead.
This is going to be one of those moments we look back on in a couple of years when we relive this World Series. That swing at a bat late in the game.
He'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So we'll leave after 6 rather nondescript innings of work as he stands to be the loser in this one. Andres Munoz comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. First pitch of the AB on its way. Brandon Woodruff is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in high, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
Woodruff stands at second with no out. Called strike on the inside, and we can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
All the makings of a big inning right here. One already left the yard, and the power hitters are coming up.
Fouled off. Now another 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Acuña's there for it. 1 down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Stepping in next, Josh Bell, trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base.
You got to love guys auto-taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
Bell swings and launches one to right. Right fielder looking up at the track, the wall. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. 2 runs on the board after that home run by Josh Bell as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. 4 runs here in this half inning. Little dribbler up the first baseline. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. Struck him out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher's standpoint than watching that high fastball. High piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in front.
Yohan Moncada is in the 2-0 for the first strike. And a pitch in the dirt as it lays off. It's 1-1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
This is popped up, and that's going to land foul. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. 7th inning stretch time here at the ball. Last half of the 7th here. Into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. 0-1 the count. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt, and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Brian Anderson is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Now a
1-1.
Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
This one's down to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Popped up. And he will apply the tag himself, and the inning is over. Braves are shut down 1-2-3. They still trail. Ready to begin the 8th. Chris Martin has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Now here it comes. And it's fouled away. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Suarez shading to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So next to bat will be Yasmani Grandal, who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. No balls and a strike to count. A 1 pitch on its way. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan Biro, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location. And it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make the pay. The long ball was a big part of this one.
0-1 delivery. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Ready to take his hats again, Nick Madrigal. at bat. Low form sinker that time, down, but in the strike zone. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
You never want to be the pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling into his face. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
This ball's fouled away. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a liner, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
But a good play by the first baseman to steer this one, and that'll retire the side. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Yimi Garcia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Now at the plate, Christian Vasquez. Lifetime versus this arm. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch coming, here it is. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Yeah, Matty, I'm going to need a better approach out of the 8-hole hitter. He's hitting in the bottom of the order for a reason. He's got to be willing to work the count, grind it, get this pitch count up, and get on for the boys in front of him.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Christian Vasquez is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. There's a look at the final line for the White Sox starter. He really delivered a fantastic postseason performance.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Count, the pitch, and here's a ball hit in the air. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full. Acuna swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees so you can get in the air.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Riley leads off first with 1 away. Line drive to left. Jimenez is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
At the plate now, Freddie Freeman, and he puts it on the ground to second. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta. They still trail here at 6-2. Jordan Hicks Enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. Hicks is a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the park. It's a rare day that someone takes him deep, which obviously makes him a very valuable commodity in the bullpen.
One of the things as a manager we want to do, we want to bring a reliever in and know that he can keep the ball in the ballpark. And this guy does a great job of that. He's near impossible to get the ball in the air to look for a home run, and it's one of the reasons why he's a real effective relief pitcher.
Now the 0-2 pitch. One out, nobody on. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pop the mitt and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Josh Bell goes down for out number 2 in the top of the ninth. Eloy Jimenez is at the plate as he looks at ball one. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. It's a solo home run for Eloy Jimenez, and the lead is now 7-2. We've seen these squads go yards 6 times now today. This game has developed into an absolute slugfest, huh, guys?
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out beyond them.
This is the crazy about the game of baseball, D'Lo. You would think under these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this one.
That's wide, 2-0. And he won't go down and get that one, so he's in front now, 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
It's 3-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled away. See now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Cody Hoyer, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Hey, this is where you go up there and you just focus on doing your job. Turn the scoreboard off in your head. I know you're down a lot, but you have to have one quality at bat followed by another quality at bat. Don't give any outs away. No ABs go unnoticed right here.
Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, Matt. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Ozzie Albies is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Marcell Ozuna comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. On the first, and that means the Braves are now down to their final out. Next up is Eugenio Suarez. He needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Behind on that one, now behind in the count. Now 0-1. Now the pitch. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance.
Throw on to first will take care of him, and the White Sox taking home field advantage right from the start. They claim game one on the road as this one is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
At a 7-2 finish. Chicago win the World Series opener and take a 1-0 lead. Brandon Woodruff gets the W on the mound, so that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.